Hello, I'm Jerry Fort, the bodiless man. And we got Jeremy Fort over here. Look what he got me for Father's Day. You know what it is? Does it say on there? It does.
Kinda.
Beers of Summer. No, I'm not going to show you which ones are in the box. What's in the box, Jerry? I can't tell you. But they're going to get reviewed. I can tell you they're craft beers. Beers of Summer. That's what it says. And he ordered this online. And it arrived here in Oklahoma. He achieved something that I have never been able to do, huh?
From Florida.
From Florida.
From Florida.
Isn't that crazy? So, it is possible. I tried my best to get them to send me some beers here, and they wouldn't do it. They said, "Who is it? Is it that Jerry guy?" No, it's a Jeremy guy. Okay, then we can send it to him.
I fooled him.
Okay, so as the title, it's part 2 of the answer video. Here we go. All right, what's our first one, Jeremy?
All right, let's see. I think we left off on Matt S.
Matt S.
Who has a few questions for us.
Okay.
Starting off with, have either of you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? If so, what did you think?
I have not, but when I first got here to Oklahoma from Colorado, there was a guy that that I was acquainted with that lived in the apartment. Well, no, he knew people in the apartment complex that I was living in with my mom and dad, and he invited me to come to a friend type party thing, and I didn't know anybody, and I thought it'd be cool to hang out with some people, and when I went, it was a Dungeons and Dragons party, and it was very strange to me. It was very strange. I didn't stay long. Have you guys seen Stranger Things? You see how they were acting when they were playing Dungeons and Dragons? That's how these guys were. And this is back in 1980, late 84, early 85, somewhere around there. So, yeah, it was strange. But no, I've never played it. How about you, Jeremy?
I actually have.
Have you?
One of my cousins invited me to play with some of his friends, Colin. And I never actually done an entire campaign before, but we did start them a few times. It was pretty cool. I like the concept of playing the whole game out, but just kind of like in your mind, like your imagination type stuff, you know. But we never really got far with it. It's hard to get a group of people together sometimes, so. But I enjoyed it. I'd probably do it again too.
It looks like they when you get into it, you enjoy becoming that character.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of how it is?
Yeah. And the way we did it, we didn't have like a board or anything. It was just we just had like our sheets with all of our stats or whatever that our character was based off of that we used to determine what we do, what we're good at and stuff. The whole thing played out just verbally. So we didn't have a board, we didn't move pieces around or anything. But it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know if I could get into it.
I think you could. I think you could.
Yeah.
Because you can make the game about anything really. You can make it like more fantasy in the sense of like orcs, elves, druids, stuff like that.
Wizards, witches.
Mm-hmm. Make it about anything. Just have to make somebody has to be in charge of it and make a timeline that your characters go down and stuff. It can be technical with like you have to roll a dice to see if you succeed in your action or whatever, and your stats determine how good of a chance you have of doing stuff.
Sounds pretty wild.
Anyways, moving on. Matt's next question to Jerry. What's a skill you have that might surprise us?
I'm skillless. I don't know. I mean, I think I mentioned that in my younger days, I could sing pretty good. In my younger days, I could do martial arts pretty good. In my younger days, do I have a skill now that would surprise you? I have a YouTube channel.
Shocker.
I can't really think of anything. I can't. I mean, I've already, what's the word? Ahead of time, I read that question, and I've been thinking, and I really couldn't come up with anything that of something that would surprise you.
You knew pretty good impressions. I don't know if that's a shocker to anybody, but
yeah. I have been doing impressions ever since I was a little kid. My first impression was probably a character back in the 70s named Dr. Sanguinary. And he was out of Omaha, Nebraska, Iowa area. I think, if I remember right, he was the host of a scary show, kind of like a host like Rod Serling. Is that from? You know who I mean. If you recognize it, you know. Twilight Zone. Or Elvira. She's kind of comedic, but she was a host of a scary type thing. Well, that's what Dr. Sanguinary was. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he wore a doctor's coat. He had red hair, makeup on his face. He had, blood all over his doctor's thing, and he would go He had that kind of voice. I'm Dr. Sanguinary. That's how he sounded, but I can't do it as good as what I did when I was just a little kid. I could do it actually pretty good as a little kid, but I grew up, watching cartoons. I can imitate Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, all those characters. But now, I've been trying to imitate the Pokemon characters, Waluigi and
Pokemon.
Huh?
You mean Mario characters?
The Mario characters. Pokemon? What? I don't know. I don't know why I said it. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I've been trying to imitate them. I think I'm doing pretty good. Sometimes I do better than other times, but yeah, imitating. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jeremy. Mm-hmm. Imitating characters. But
and as the last part of those questions, what attracted you to YouTube, Jerry?
Beer. That was the first thing I was going to to do. That was my main focus as my channel name. The experience of getting to try different beers at first was the big thing. I liked beer, as a beer fan. The thought of getting to try different beers, that attracted me to getting to try it, to do it.
It was mainly watching other people do it.
Yeah, that was interesting to get to see that those even existed. So yeah, I was like, I think I could do that. So I mean, I was trying to read up on beer. My first focus of my channel was beer school, and people didn't like that. I was just telling what I learned, and but thinking that maybe it would help me, absorb the knowledge. But what I absorbed, it just dried up, and it just came back out again, and all that information, it wouldn't stay there. I don't know why, but then later on, Jeremy did videos with me, and I enjoyed that. It was something I could share with him, something that we could look back on, years later. So, and then after that, meeting everybody, meeting all these different people, the excitement and feeling of getting to talk to people in other countries, and stuff like that. So there were many aspects of YouTube that was attracted me to it. So.
Okay, that wraps up all of Matt S.'s questions. Next we got Syndicate. How many of these white shirts do you own?
How many of these white shirts do I own? This is my only one.
Never been washed.
Do you believe it? That's not true. I probably got, what, honey? 15 of them? Okay. She maybe get rid of some. So I'm probably down to 10. I got 10 here. And I think I got at work like 3 in a bag just in case something happens. While I'm at work, I'll have one to put on. I mean, they look clean, don't they? There's hardly any spots on them at all. It's because I'm a fantastic painter. No, that's not the reason. Actually, most of the paint I get on my shirts, they're when I'm cleaning up my stuff, not actually painting. It's just mishaps. I'll back into a bucket that's got paint on it, or something like that. Actually, that gets on my pants too, but yeah. So that's my answer. 10. And
the second part to his question, where were you born?
I was born in a little town called Red Oak, in the state of Iowa. That's where I was probably there till I was maybe 10 or something like that. Then we moved. You know what I heard later on what Iowa stands for? IOWA? Idiots out walking around. I don't feel like an idiot.
Alright, that wraps up Syndicate's questions, and then we got Matt Payne.
Okay.
Are there any discontinued products you guys wish you could bring back?
There is. There is some. I got 2 right now in my mind. And that is I want to say it's black pepper Doritos, but it might be black pepper Jack or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Man, if I wasn't at the store getting them, I'd have my wife pick me up a bag every time she was at the store. And I really liked them. And then all of a sudden, once the companies get wind that I like something, so much, then they'd get rid of it. That's what it seemed like. So yeah, they went away. Have no idea why. I bought as many as I could. I thought that would keep them, keep it going. But there was that, and also Red Dog beer. That was one of my favorite beers back in the let's see, early 80s, mid 80s, somewhere around there. Maybe close to early 90s. I don't remember when it went away, but well, it was around when Jeremy was born, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I got that shirt around that time, and then we got that little Red Dog stuffed animal, and yeah, so early 90s, somewhere around the early to mid 90s, it went away. Or I can't find it anymore. Maybe it's being sold in another state, but I thought I heard something about that it wasn't being made anymore. So the Doritos and the Red Dog beer, and is that it? Oh, the Doritos Jacked. What was it? What are they called? Something Jacked. Jeremy and I reviewed them. They were huge Dorito chips. Remember those?
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 different flavors, and those went away. A lot of people mention those. Okay. Anything Jeremy, you know of?
I'm trying to think. I thought there might have been like a Mountain Dew flavor.
Oh, that they did away with?
Yeah. They did it a lot where they would put out 3 flavors, and everybody would vote on which one their favorite one was, and they'd keep it. But I can't remember which ones they were, because I think they may have brought them back later. I was looking it up right now and trying to figure it out. I can't figure out which one it was. But I always hated when they do that, because usually I like them all. And if there's one I like more than the other ones, it's bound to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
But,
wasn't there one like Pipeline or something like that? Or am I thinking of something else?
That's a Monster flavor.
Oh, is it?
I can't remember. There's one called Pitch Black Mountain Dew.
No,
I can't remember if that's still around or not. I think it is.
is it? I actually haven't seen that around anymore.
That, and I think White Out came out at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah. I remember that one.
I can't remember if those are still around or not.
Were they ones that you would like to come?
If they are gone, yeah. I think I like them. As far as that's about all I could think of. See, the next part of Matt Payne's questions, he also included favorite fast food restaurants.
Favorite fast food restaurants? Well, we have here a Taco Bueno, which is, they got some pretty good fast food. Not on our side of town. We're not really a big fan, but other parts, other Taco Buenos are pretty good. Jeremy has introduced me to some pretty good Taco Bell food. I wasn't really familiar with that so much because I was always going to Taco Bueno. So let's see, what else? I never really took to one as a favorite. Taco Bell, Taco Bueno, I guess. Just, I mean, I'm not real picky, so I can enjoy food at any place. But how about you, Jeremy? What's your favorite?
Your first thought would be Taco Bueno for sure. That was one I grew up on.
Arby's is pretty good.
Arby's, yeah. I was thinking
not on this side of town, but our other parts.
Yeah. Taco Bell definitely growing on me, especially because they're the exclusive ones with Baja Blast before they put it out as a regular Mountain Dew. they used to be just exclusively there. They also had the Baja Blast like freezes too. That was really good.
I know something else you liked there too.
Those Doritos tacos.
Doritos Locos?
Doritos Locos tacos.
Yeah.
They had nacho cheese and Cool Ranch ones, but I think they did away with the Cool Ranch ones. That's one I wish I had back. Because it was really good.
There's actually a new product that I just heard from somebody. What was that? It's like a taco burger or something like that. Something. It was like a. I have it written down in there. I just thought of it now that we start talking about this, but we'll have to go there and see if we can get that.
Sounds familiar, but
I think Jim Rockford brought it up to me, I think. Anyway, we'll find out.
Let's see. You also included in a different video, came up with another question. He asked if you've ever thought about making any merch. Definitely buy a Jerry Ford t-shirt or mug.
Sure, I thought about it. It's not something that I can do right now, but it's not out of the realms of possibility. Maybe later on down the road, but yeah, as of right now, it's just not able to do it. But I thank you for asking, and appreciate that you would buy something if I was to do that.
Okay, and I think lastly we have Carl with a long last name.
Brute something?
Bruton and Deluski. Looks like a. He asked if we watch anime in English or Japanese. I typically watch in Japanese with subtitles, mostly because a lot of them, the English voiceovers suck. They sound bad most of the time. Some of them they do okay, but sometimes they just don't really do the character justice. And I don't care with reading subtitles, unlike somebody.
Yeah. I've watched them in both. The subtitles are hard for me to follow, and I can't read that fast. A lot of times I find myself trying to read to understand what's going on, but yet I'm missing I'm missing the show by trying to follow along what they're saying. So I'm not really a big fan of the subtitles. I'm one that can put up with the crappy voiceovers, just to be able to get something out of the story.
Guess you just have to learn Japanese.
Man, if I can't learn Spanish, I definitely can't learn Japanese.
And I think that wraps up all the questions.
That wraps it up then, huh? Okay. Well, there we go. 24 minutes. Well, we thank you again, everybody, for all the questions. It was fun to be able to do this. We'll have to do another one in another couple thousand subscribers later. So, got any more to add?
Don't think so. It's been fun to kind of share a little bit about me, stuff like that.
I betcha. Well, I got 12 reviews right here. Thanks to Jeremy. Got one in the refrigerator right now. It's been chilling all day, so maybe tomorrow I can do that one. if Jeremy's available, he can set in and try a little drink of it and see what he thinks. All right. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Thanks again for the questions. We'll see you all on the next one. Bye.